Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Attorney Steve Vondran. Today we're talking about what is the current status of the FTC, Federal Trade Commission in Washington, D.C., and their ban on non-compete clauses. So if you remember earlier, I believe it was in April, they passed the FTC rule for the ban on non-competes. And if you don't know, basically, a non-compete clause is where your employees can't leave and go form a competing business. So a lot of companies have went and in their contracts, in their employment contracts, put clauses that say you can't go leave and then compete with your previous employer. So a lot of states, most states, I would say all states, don't quote me, have some form of non-compete rule. These things really need to be narrowly tailored. Why? Because they prevent competition. They prevent a person to ply their trade, so to speak. So if you can't leave and go start your own company in something new, you're kind of trapped, right? So you can't really get anywhere. So the FTC noticed this and put a ban in place. There were certain rules that needed to be followed. I have another video on that. But there were rules that needed to be followed, and everybody thought it was going to take effect in September 4th, 2024. However, it was challenged. There was a case called Ryan LLC versus the FTC, and that case went up to the United States District Court for the Northern District of Texas. The judge issued a nationwide ban from the FTC enjoining its rules. So that put everything on hold. But then there was a subsequent case. I believe it was in federal court in Pennsylvania. And a different case, ATS Tree Services versus FTC. They reversed the injunction, so forth and so on. And then finally, there was another case from federal court in Florida, Properties of the Villages, Inc. versus FTC, where they then sided with the first case, the Ryan case, in upholding a nationwide ban. So this is probably going to go up on appeal, probably all the way up to the head honcho, the Supreme Court, the court of last resort. So we'll keep you posted on that. But the current status as of the date of this podcast, it's not in effect. So you need to look at your local state laws. I practice in California and Arizona. Both of them have non-compete laws. So there are very limited, narrow circumstances where non-competes are still okay. But before you go out and leave your company and start a new company, it's wise to get a legal opinion as to whether there's any restrictions. There's still non-solicitation clauses where you can't go and solicit former employees and things like that. Those have been held effective. And there's also trade secrets. You can't steal trade secrets. And that is a big hot area of law that we deal with here at Vondran Legal. So if you have specific questions, give us a call. You know where to find us on the web at attorneysteve.com. And I am the founder of Vondran Legal, and we appreciate you guys listening today. This is general legal information only, not legal advice. We look forward to working with you. Thanks much. Bye now. Feel free to share this video on your social media networks. Bye now.